नमस्कार, मैं सीए मनमोहन जिंदल, IBBI registered valuer in security and financial assets from Mumbai. Today we are discussing a decision by the AA on the repeated non-cooperation and series of non-compliance by R, which he has observed as non-justifiable. So, a show cause notice issued to a insolvency professional under Section 220 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, read with Regulation 13 of the IBBI India Inspection and Investigation Regulation 2017, is disposed of on 3rd February 2023 by penalizing that IPA on the following grounds. The violations are observed under Section 17, Section 208, 40B, Regulation 4 and 4, Regulation 7, Board Circular Number dated 16/1/2018, dated 3/1/2018, and 12/6/18. So these are the violations under which the IP is booked or penalized. So what are the contraventions? First contravention is non-cooperation with inspecting authority. As per Regulation 4.4 of the inspection regulation, it shall be the duty of the service provider and an associated person to produce before inspecting authority such records in his custody or control and furnish to the inspecting authority such statements and information relating to its activities within such time as the IA may require. So this is Regulation 4.4. Regulation 4.7 states that it shall be the duty of the service provider and associated person to give the inspecting authority all assistance which the IA may reasonably require in connection with the inspection. So here the summary findings are that Regulation 4 and 4.7 is breached with clauses 18 and 19 of the Code of Conduct or the non-cooperation with the IA. So IP is charged that he has not cooperated. Contravention 2 is that breach of timeline in the CIRP of C. We all know that 330 days is the limit and that should not be breached to the best extent. Clause 12 of the Code of Conduct prescribes that an IP must not conceal any material information or knowingly make a misleading statement to the board, the adjudicating authority, or any state. So this is the duty of the IP. AA has adversely commented on RP and COC. No regulation professionals are vigilant and serious about conducting CIRP in time-bound process for regulation. A penalty is also imposed that I have not mentioned here. He also observed that the judicial professionals COC are warned about their conduct of receiving and acting on resolution plans beyond 330 days against the permission of the law. In view of the board held that RP has violated Section 17(2)(e) of the code and clauses 2, 10, 13, 14, 24 of the Code of Conduct. Contravention 3 is delay in preparation of information memorandum. We know that Regulation 36 of the CIP regulations provides that IP shall submit the IM in electronic form each member of the committee within 2 weeks of his appointment, but not later than 54th day from the insolvency commencement date, whichever is earlier. So 2 weeks of his appointment, but not later than 54th day of the insolvency commencement. Contravention 4 is that delay in publishing Form G and non-publication of Form G on the website of the board. Regulation 36 of the CIP regulation provides that RP shall publish brief particulars of the invitation for expression of interest in Form G of the schedule at the earliest but not later than 75th day of the IC. Further, Regulation 36A23 of the CRP regulations provides that RP shall publish Form G on the website if any designated by the board. जो बोर्ड ने डेजिग्नेट कर रखी है उसके ऊपर पब्लिश करेगा. The board observed that RP violated the Regulation 36A, read with 36A to 3 of the CRP regulations, read with clause 5 and 13 of the Code of Conduct. Contravention 5. Non-compliance of 40B of CIP regulation. Regulation 40B of CIP regulation provides that RP shall file the forms along with the enclosures thereto on an electronic platform of the board as per the timelines stipulated against each form. The board observed that material available on the record that RP has violated regulations 40B of the regulations, read with clause 1, 2, 13 and 14 of the code. So contravention 6 also outsourcing the responsibility of the claim verification. Regulation 13(1) of the CIP regulations, the IRP or RP, as the case may be, is required to verify every claim received. As per circular dated 3rd January 2018 provides IP to outsource any of his duties and responsibilities under the code. He cannot outsource his responsibility. Further, circular dated 12/6/18 specified that no fee or expense other than what is permitted under the code read with the regulations made thereunder is included in the IRPC, and no fee or expenses other than the IRPC incurred by the IP is borne by the city. Section 8 is on duties of interim resolution professional. Section 18B is receive and collate all the claims submitted by creditors to him pursuant to the public announcement made under Section 13 and 15. Further, Regulation 31 of CRP regulation is as follows. That is verification of the claim. The interim resolution professional or the resolution professional, as the case may be, shall verify every claim as on the insolvency commencement date within 7 days from the last date of the receipt of the claims, and thereupon maintain a list of creditors containing names of the creditors along with the amount claimed by them, the amount of their claims admitted, and the security interest, if any, in respect of such claims, and update it. The apex court in the matter authorized signatory versus Tish Kumar Gupta and others remarked that thereafter, under the Regulation 13, the resolution professional shall verify each claim as on the insolvency commencement date, and thereupon maintain a list of creditors containing the names of the creditors along with the amounts claimed by them, the amounts admitted by him, and the security if any, in respect of such claims, and constantly update the aforesaid list. So, see Regulation 13(1). Contravention of 7, violation of circular number so and so dated 16/1/18 mandates IP to disclose his relationship, if any, with CD, corporate data, with other professionals engaged by him to insolvency professional agency of the member within 3 days of his appointment. The board observed that RP has disclosed only 2 relationships with himself and the financial creditors, but not disclosed the relationship with the other various professionals appointed by him. The board also noted that the list of defaulting IPs who failed to comply with the requirements of filing disclosure as per the aforementioned circular, he has been shown as a defaulter. In the view of the above, the board held that he has inter alia violated clause 1, 2, 3, 13, 14 of the Code of Conduct and board circular number dated 16/1/2018. Contravention 8, violation of circular dated 12 June 2018. Board circular dated 12/6/2018 stipulates that Form 2 has to be submitted by the IRP within 7 days of his demitting offices as IRP. The board noted that RB has failed to file the post-disclosure form to the IP. The board also noted that in the list of defaulting IPs who failed to comply with the requirements of filing Form 2 as per aforementioned circular, he has been shown as defaulter. A Form 2 has not been filed by him. The board held the prima facie view of that inter alia violated board circular number dated 12/6/18 and clauses 1, 2, 13, 14 of the Code of Conduct. So, these violations are imposed upon the IP. He has admitted. Decision is that repeated non-cooperation, series of non-compliances is not justified whatsoever. Serious nature of trauma at personal levels, one may be subject. In case circumstances were so compelling that he was not able to discharge his duty, instead of remaining gainfully engaged on regular basis in connection with the CD, he had option to approach to COC and AA for presenting a case for his replacement. Full details kindly refer the website of I. So thank you very much. This is from my side. This is only for awareness purpose. I have tried to consolidate the contraventions for the benefit of the RPs. We should take care of these while we accepting the case. For before taking any action, kindly go to the relevant regulations, rules, guidelines of the regulator, IBPI and the other laws. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.